And then I'll let you know when we can see it.
This one.
There we go. So I can see it. Can everybody give me a thumbs up if you can see it also?
There we go.
Thank you. You guys are good to go.
All right. Well, Chad, thank you so much for, that great introduction. We're happy to be here. Candidly, we wish you were all here with us, and that day is coming soon. We're all very confident of that. But, for the meantime, we're going to make the best of the situation and going to give you a little bit of insight to Gateway Mortgage. But, maybe even more importantly, I'd just like to take a couple minutes and, really thank all of you and all of your hard work this past year. I'll tell you, I don't have to say that it's been probably one of the most challenging years, personally that we've all faced. And the chamber has stepped up to the occasion on incredible levels, trying to help businesses overcome some incredible adversity that's out there in the marketplace right now. And I just want to thank, the chamber, all of you in the Red Carpet Committee, for all your continued hard work and, trying to support, our business community as much as you possibly can. So thank you very much. A little bit about Gateway Mortgage. Thank you very much. Gateway, we're going to talk a little bit about the team here in just a second, but, while Gateway brand might be new to you, you're going to find a lot of familiar faces, here at Gateway. Gateway is a 20-year-old organization, and it's an organization that really focuses on strengthening families and communities through home ownership. We truly believe that, the home and owning a home is the cornerstone to not only a healthy business community, but, obviously a thriving, personal endeavor. So, very focused and believe that the home is the bedrock for a community. In terms of mortgage professionals, committed to hiring incredible people that can provide utmost experience to the transaction itself and provide quick answers, faster, reliable closings, and obviously try to make it a pleasurable experience. A lot of people consider it to be somewhat of a desirable situation. But more importantly as well, we hire local mortgage officers that live and work right here in the community, so that you'll see them out and about participating in obviously nonprofits and with the business. Here's a screenshot of the team that we have here at Gateway. We've got 18 local professionals to help individuals, obviously accomplish their goals. Like I said earlier, there's a lot of familiar faces here. Ken Schmidt and Jim Perkins are leaders here in Northern Colorado. And quite honestly, they're tremendous, not only at their skill, they're great leaders. Blessed to be on their team, making an incredible impact already in a short period of time here for college. Ken, if I'm not mistaken, in February alone, production-wise, Fort Collins was number 3 in the country, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, that's correct. And so Gateway Mortgage, we lend in 40 states. So out of 40 states with multiple mortgage centers, we were quickly were able to get our position in the community in the top 3 in the entire company. So, out of, and this is an organization that we do about $1.5 billion in mortgage loans a month. So thanks to Northern Colorado, the Fort Collins community, Greeley, Loveland areas, we were able to be number 3 in the company and within the first 6 months of us opening our branch. So we thank everybody out there. If you've done a loan or know somebody who's done a loan with Gateway, you guys are a part of that. So we're excited about where things are going.
Yeah, excellent. A little bit of history about our organization. As I mentioned earlier, Gateway is a 20-year-old organization. We were founded in 2000, as you can see. A couple of the milestone dates there as well. In 2010, Gateway began servicing everything in-house as an organization, which says a lot about its commitment, to growing, the mortgage business and really making a difference and trying to make quick decisions. That in-house servicing is key. 2017 also was a milestone year for the organization. In addition to Gateway Mortgage being one of the first mortgage companies to buy a bank, we also achieved 5.6 billion in originations, which is a lot of loans. But that being said, look at what we did in 2020. Last year alone, we did just over 11 billion in total originations across the country. And that certainly speaks volumes to our ability, our technology, and the people behind the scenes that get things done. The Gateway experience, dynamic capabilities. As we mentioned, we are a nationwide lender. We're one of the largest nationwide lenders, actually, top 20 in the country. And we have solutions to meet virtually any mortgage need out there. And we have the products and the technology to really make it a smooth transaction. Oh, next slide. As I mentioned, technology is very important in the business world today as a whole, but particularly in the mortgage world, with all the necessary disclosures and the timeliness of the transaction itself. It's important to have technology that's going to meet those needs. And our platform is incredibly fast and speedy. We're going to talk about that here in just a second, but real quick, as Ken mentioned, we're also able to lend in 42 states across the country. So if you've got a family that's looking for second homes or investment properties, or perhaps they're looking for help with their loan needs in other states, we're here to help. So please keep that in mind as well. And then lastly, we obviously have 4-star plus ratings, with both Zillow and Facebook partners and our customers. Blend is the intuitive platform that we use for application submission. It is intuitive in that it asks questions that are appropriate to the individual. So as you ask or answer the questions, I should say, and go through the process, it is going to ask for information that is pertinent to that transaction only, to remove redundancies, to remove the asking of information that may not be applicable to that particular loan situation. And ultimately, that results in faster approvals, shorter times to close, and a better customer experience as a whole. Once again, we've talked a lot about the fact that we are a national lender. With that being said, as you might assume, in doing $12 billion, in business annually almost, we have to have a lot of people behind the scenes that do incredible work. And all of our pricing is in-house, our underwriting is in-house, closing and servicing, and everything is done, behind the scenes right here at Gateway. And that is obviously, once again, to provide a pleasurable experience, for the loan. And by the way, we service all of our loans as well. So when you complete a loan with Gateway, you will make payments to Gateway for the life of that loan. We're here to help, for the duration that you hold a loan with Gateway. Products and selections, really, we, as I mentioned earlier, we have products to meet virtually any need. Everything from primary residences, second homes, vacation homes, investment properties. Those fall in lines of purchases, refinances, cash out to consolidate debt, to put on additions to the homes, which is kind of a hot topic right now in this particular environment. It seems like people are spending a lot of money on their homes. We've all spent a lot of time, in our basements this past year, and we want to make that obviously a friendly environment. Single family, multifamily, condos, construction, rehabs, and then of course, all the bond loans as well, FHA, VA, USDA, and conventional and fixed products to boot. So once again, from a standpoint of mortgage lending, if you have a need, we've got a product, to fulfill that need.
Yeah, and just real quick on that, thanks for that, Brian. So real quick, I just want to highlight the down payment assistance programs that we have available. We have a brand new program which is unique to many communities, but it's new to Fort Collins. Loveland just got approved, and we're working on getting Windsor approved. But this is a down payment assistance program where it can grant people up to 6% of the purchase price for their down payment and closing costs. What's really unique about this versus some of your other down payment assistance programs is it's a 3-year forgivable silent second mortgage. So what it does is it just sits on the back end of the loan. There's no payment due. And as long as they're in that property for 3 years, it just goes away. So it's a great way to get people into the housing market. We all, I'm sure most of you are aware, we have an extreme shortage right now. And it's hard for some people to save up that money for that down payment. This is a phenomenal program that's not going to hinder them down the road by having to repay that second back. If they happen to move out of the property within prior to that 3-year mark, then it's all on a prorated basis. So they still get benefit even if they're only in it for a year or two. So I just wanted to highlight that real quick. That's something that's brand new that we just rolled out.
Well, and I appreciate you bringing that up, Ken, because that is a very important component. As the chamber, staff certainly knows, affordability is a huge issue for Northern Colorado, and that's just another tool that we could use to help people get into their home. So that's a little bit about Gateway Mortgage. Chad, I can turn it back over to you here, sir. For the screen.
We're going to put it on you. I know there's a couple questions, or at least a question, and then I do want to encourage anybody, if you have questions, go ahead and put it in the chat. I'm going to go ahead and make sure that we get you guys your camera back on. I did turn it off just because I wanted to make sure there was enough bandwidth, because you were a little choppy at the beginning, but I appreciate it. Okay, so does anybody have questions? I did see 1 or 2 in the chat. I'm going to go ahead and ask those to you guys. We have a question from Sean. I know it got answered in the chat, but I want the group to hear it. Sean is asking if you offer CHFA or Metro DPA programs, and if you can explain what those are, and then let us know that answer.
Yep. So we offer both of those. One of the reasons Jim and I initially decided on Gateway Mortgage as our home is because we wanted a couple things. We wanted some, obviously we all want control, right? And so we wanted control, but we wanted backing of a big institution. So we had the right products. The CHFA, the Metro DPA, we've got some other down payment assistance programs that we're working on. The company is very gracious about getting signed up with those. So we actually got the Metro DPA signed up within a 48-hour period and offer that fully. That is the 6% grant that we talked about. We do CHFA. The other key component to why we chose Gateway is the culture. So we wanted to be able to be with an organization that had an amazing culture and really looked after the people internally and externally. So, I think a lot of people in different industries, they all talk about, taking care of the customer, but how do you take care of your internal people? So we're firm believers, if you take care of your internal people, the customers will get taken care of naturally at the same time. So just a couple tidbits on that. So yes, CHFA, Metro DPA, or some other one-offs for some of the smaller communities. And if you want more information on that, we'd be happy to get it to you.
Good question.
Awesome, thank you. Another question is, do you offer bridge loans?
Right now, we do not offer bridge loans. Those are kind of a tricky animal with the environment that we're in. So when COVID started last March, it really put a strain on a lot of creative loan programs like that. So some of those very unique programs, most lenders have had to put those on hold. If you have an immediate need for something like that, then let us know and we're happy to help find a resource for you.
And I'd also add to that as well that, bridge loans is somewhat of a niche product, as Kim mentioned. It can be a very expensive product as well. It's important to, get, with a mortgage lender to help structure the deal. If there's a way that we can help eliminate the need for bridge loan, perhaps there's some different financing needs or some different structure, we're certainly going to try and do that because financing can be very expensive.
Yeah, and that's a great point. I mean, because we service all of our mortgage loans, we have a lot more control over that. And so there's many times where people will come to us and initially they feel like they need a bridge type loan, or for you real estate professionals, we all know that, to get an offer accepted, you probably don't want a contingency, but we've got a lot of creative options that, they may not need a full bridge loan to get into that. But we've got a lot more control and a lot, variable options, I should say, with keeping the servicing to those loans. So it really opens us up to some unique, opportunities.
Awesome, thank you. Great question, great answer. Question from Francis is, do you offer HE loans or HELOCs?
Yes, we do. So any of our purchase products, we can offer that. I believe that we'll do those all the way up to 95% loan to value, and we can get exceptions up to 400. I believe it's $450,000 HELOCs.
Right. We could also use that for a purchase money second situation, which comes in very handy. Once again, going back to the proper loan structure, that's another great tool that people utilize to avoid monthly mortgage insurance on their payment.
Awesome. Question from Nick is looking for a little bit of your expertise or your personal opinion on this one is, does the housing market look like it will level out in the next few years, or soon enough an affordable home won't be out of reach, or will be out of reach?
Well, that's a loaded question, Nick. That's what everybody wants to know. So, there's many different theories. There's many different analysts that chime in about that. I think what it really comes down to is trying to analyze the market and personal opinion. So, my personal opinion is, are we in a bubble situation? I don't believe so. I think we're going to see some stability with the market. I think your appreciation rates are going to start to level out. But I don't see that what we have going on is really a bubble situation, especially with the lack of inventory that we have. I read a report, I believe it was Monday, that in the Greeley area, there's 37 single family homes on the market. So, we're unique. So when you see, media out there, or you're on Google or on the national news and they report certain things about housing economies, I think Northern Colorado especially, but Colorado as a whole is somewhat insulated from some of that. We have a very, diverse workforce. We're not tied to one industry. People want to be here. We have, a lot of great, mountains to go play in. We have plains, you can go hang out on. And so there's a lot of great things that are driving people to Colorado. So I don't think we're in a bubble situation. As far as affordability, that's a whole nother issue that we're running into in every community. The lumber prices push the new build prices up, which in turn push the resale homes, push those prices up. And as interest rates rise, we definitely have and are going to have an affordability issue. But I think working with within our local communities and with our government entities, and like with these down payment assistance programs, things like that, with the way the rent prices are going, we can still get people into homes for less than what they're paying in rent.
Right. It comes down to supply and demand. I think back to my economics class, and
was that the keynote class?
Yeah, right. That was
Okay.
Exactly, in between my keynote shifts. But it comes down to supply and demand, and obviously with inventory being such a challenge right now. And, we've got a lot of people, as Ken alluded to, that want to live in Northern Colorado, and, that's a tricky situation. So, I think our inventory issues need to be addressed first and foremost.
Yeah, 3 cents on that one.
I can handle it. That's about all I have. Crystal ball.
Yeah. If we had that crystal ball, then we could all retire early. So that's
There you go.
the tricky part about that.
So thanks, guys. Any other questions? And encourage anybody in the group to just go ahead and pop it into the chat so we make sure that these questions get answered.
Got an easy crowd today.
Yeah, we were easy on you guys. Today.
Because everybody already refinanced 2.5%, right? So nobody needs any mortgages.
So there's a question. Did you? I might have missed it in your guys' presentation. Do you guys offer refis?
Yes, absolutely. So rate and term, cash out refis. Something else I want to point out real quick. We have a really big veterans initiative at Gateway. So we're part of the Folds of Honor program. And what we do out of every loan is we donate $5 out of every VA loan that we do to Folds of Honor. And, $5 doesn't seem like a lot, but last year we donated well over $120,000 to veterans initiatives just by those VA loans that we do. So we really are, we feel like we're team members in the communities that we serve. There's initiatives that you guys, personally have. We'd love to sit down and talk to you about those more. We're not just a mortgage lender who's just wanting to do a loan and then move on down the road. We really want to be involved with our communities and our fellow businesses, and it is cliche at this point, but we are all in this together. And so if there's a way that we can benefit you or your business or your initiatives, we'd love to sit down and talk some more about that. Hopefully by fall, we'll be able to meet everybody in person and have you over to our new office over here on Harmony. So we're excited about that. But we're always here. There's 18 of us in the market. We're still growing. That doesn't even include our support staff. So we've got some phenomenal support staff. We've got some phenomenal processors and assistants and underwriters. And they all serve us here locally. So we're excited to be here, and we're excited to continue things with our new company, Gateway Mortgage.
Awesome. And then actually, so people's gears were turning. So we have a couple more questions. So Sean, she's with Double S Group. She's a really good real estate agent in town. She's speaking your lingo, so I might request you guys tell us what the lingo is. But she is asking, what's the max CLTV on a HELOC not combined with a purchase?
95.
And what does CLTV mean for us?
So basically what that means is you have your first mortgage, which constitutes your loan to value, your LTV, and then any subsequent financing after that is added to that first mortgage for your total loan to value, which is your CLTV. So if you have a first mortgage at 80%, you can get a second mortgage up to 95%. So that means you have a second mortgage, which is 15% of whatever the value is, and you're leaving 5% equity in the property.
Gotcha. Question from Francis is, I believe you said you were backed by a bank, but where is the bank located?
Yeah, so that's a great question. So we're very unique in both sides of the industry, that we were a mortgage company first and we bought a bank. So in 2017, we bought a bank primarily down in Texas and Oklahoma area. That's where Gateway originated. So we have bank backing. We do not have any retail branches in Colorado at this time, though.
That's an interesting component, because that acquisition allows Gateway a lot of flexibility and the ability to do different things, including its funding models. Quite honestly, without diving too deep into that, most mortgage companies are working off of warehouse lines of credit, for example, to fund it, right? Buying a bank allows us to use deposit money to fund our lending activities as well. That just leads to other opportunities within the organization as well. That's a great question. That's very
Awesome. Any other questions? Anything else people want to squeeze in or say before we kind of close it out?
Hey, Chad, can I say something?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, I better allow you to say something. You do keep me employed. So yeah, go ahead, take it away, Kim.
I just wanted to thank all three of you for your support of the chamber and your investment in us. And then Brian, I am so excited to have you back. So, and thank you for all your investment you've done with us for the past however many years you've been involved with us. So we're super excited to have you back. So
well, thank you. Very kind. I tell you what, I've missed my friends at the chamber over the last year, and I'm a big supporter of the chamber. I truly believe in everything that the chamber is doing and has done, quite honestly, to support our local business community. And as I said earlier, my hat off to all of you, because to say it's been a challenging year is an understatement. It's been absolutely insane, right? But we're going to get through this. We're going to get through it together. And great partners such as the chamber supporting our communities is critical. So once again, thank you.
Thank you.
Wonderful. All righty, guys, let's go ahead. Are we all in gallery view? Can you guys see all the little squares?
No, but we will in a minute.
Okay, go to it, because we gotta do our traditional thank you. You guys there? Can you see it?
There you go.
All right, everybody. So we can't end a red carpet without putting up the red carpet spirit fingers and saying a big thank you to Gateway Mortgage. So thank you so much, guys, for your presentation today.
Well, we appreciate the time and everybody's, ability to jump on this morning. We'll see you live soon. We're going to throw a party here before too long, and we'll make sure that all of you are.
Sounds good. Thank you, Brian. We look forward to
Thank
it.
you.
We look forward to
Have a
it.
great day.
All right, guys, I have about seven or so minutes left. Do we have any announcements we want to make to the whole of the group? Just wave vigorously so I see you, and we'll let you kind of make those announcements. Brian.
All right, so there's a lot of people out here. Great to Gateway Mortgage. Thanks for sharing with us today. So how many of you represent a business that has at least 3 people in it? Okay, great. If you do, how would you like some free training? If that's the case, please drop me a note. You can reach me at Brian Lovegrove Coaching. I'm doing some free presentations as part of a challenge that I'm dealing with. It's called 65 and 65. Probably heard of me talk about it before, but I'd love the opportunity to get in front of your organizations. It's a no cost, no obligation. It's just to add value to you in the community. If I can help you out in any way, hit me up, Brian at brianlovegrovecoaching.com.
Awesome. Thank you, Brian. Patty, I saw you waving.
Thank you, Chad. And thank you also, Gateway Mortgage, for sharing today. I'm with Living Her Legacy, and April is World Artists Month, and it's also Swan Day, which is used to support women artists now. I am offering a new speaker series introducing our artists for our Living Her Legacy project starting this Saturday at 2 o'clock, live on our Facebook and on our YouTube channel. And then on the 18th, we do our first unveiling event in Old Town. I'm so excited that we finally are at this point. And then the last Saturday in April, I will do another live speaker event with our other artists. So if you'd like to learn about our artists, join us on our Facebook page this Saturday at 2 o'clock or the 24th. And also live on our Facebook page, the 18th will be the unveiling event of our first 4 legacy honorees in Old Town. Thank you.
Sean, I saw you waving too.
I just want to remind everybody that our Cracking the Credit Code class is next week. This is the last week to register. There's still about 4 or 5 spots available. It is a free event and it's a happy hour. So, it doesn't get much better than that, right? It's Wednesday at 6 o'clock. So you just have to go to Double S Group Homes on Facebook and there's a link to register there. Let people that you know and care about know about it so that they can get into the market instead of being buried by it.
Thanks, Sean. John, Audubon Rockies, take it away, buddy.
Thanks, Chad. Hello, everybody. So coming up on Thursday, April 22nd, which is Earth Day, Audubon Rockies is partnering with the Human Bean and Janae at the South College Human Bean. 10% of the proceeds of sales that day are going to support Audubon Rockies on our Habitat Hero program. And the added benefit, when you go there to get your coffee fix for the morning from 9:30 to 11:30, yours truly will be the guest barista. And I will be handing out wildflower seed packets to everybody who comes through the line as part of our support for our Habitat Hero program. So you'll get to see me and my smiling face say,
John, which one is that? Which Human Bean is that? The one on College?
The Midtown, right on South College there, just south of Prospect.
Very good.
What day?
It'll be Thursday, April 22nd, which is Earth Day.
Thank you.
Carl.
Yeah, I wanted to let everybody know that the Vietnam Traveling Memorial is coming through town on Memorial Day weekend. They are going to be reading all 52,000 names that are on that memorial. I'm going to be reading some of the names at 5 o'clock on Saturday, but they have a whole range of people. I'm not clear whether they're still asking for people to read the names. So I need to find that out and I can let you know next week.
Thanks, Carl. Anybody else? Give me a wave. Nate. who
Yeah,
does
hey,
the-
everybody. there's no announcement. I just want to say how great it is to see everybody on these calls, but I tell you, I'm looking forward to seeing everybody in person. So hopefully y'all got your shot. Go get it if you ain't got it. And yeah, that's it. Cheers.
Thanks, Nate. Yeah, we hope to see everybody in person soon too. Anybody else? Don't want to miss you. Alrighty, I think we're good, guys. I appreciate you guys coming out. It's always good to see everybody red carpet. Reminder, if you do have an announcement and you didn't say it today, please send it to me. It'll go out in the Friday email. A couple of things to kind of keep an eye out on is our Talent Summit is a virtual summit that is coming up. Please register for that. It's always really kind of an interesting summit, especially if you're kind of in this space of needing to hire, how to retain talent, how to attract talent. If you're expanding, different things in that space. So I encourage you to check it out. We also have some free things coming up. I believe it's free. It's with my nerdy best friend. I'll be including some information in the Friday announcement as well. But it's something the Chamber is putting on for our members in partnership with Nerdy Best Friend. Some really interesting webinars. You can actually choose on which ones you want to participate in. So I'll put that in the Friday email also. But I won't keep you guys there any longer. Enjoy your Thursday, and I will see you guys all next week. Thank you again.
See you, everybody.